Okay, so today we are going to pick up from where we left off. We are studying category management plans. So Monday and Tuesday, we were studying the first three steps in the ISM category management process. Establish categories, develop the strategies, establish the governance. Today, we are going to look at implementing the category plans. So define the project plan, define the scope, detail project steps, and communicate the category plan. So execute a category management plan is the task. Implement category-specific action plan. Category managers and implement category playbooks. So remember, this is the process, and the playbook is used to implement this process. So actions for plans for each category. Specific plans will include things like supply-based optimization per category, number of suppliers to engage in the category, which suppliers are best in class, location of the suppliers, types of relationships needed, name the suppliers per the category plan, needed for the suppliers. Let's correct that before I move on. Needed for suppliers. Contract links, supplier innovation, supplier risk management. Those are the type of things we would be looking at. Implement the sourcing strategies. So sourcing strategy is going to be more about, are you going to use an RFP or an RFQ? How many suppliers are you going to send it out to? What type of suppliers? What kind of relationship are you looking at? That's a sourcing strategy. So it's a subset of this category strategy. Geographic and geopolitical considerations. You got to stay current on global events. If you're sourcing from overseas, currency exchange rates, don't really worry about those here at PACCAR. That's the Treasury's job. And then category project implementation plans will include things like project definition, scope, detailed project steps, communication plan, change management practices. And really, all you really need for most purchasing projects is a definition, some steps and milestones. All the rest of this stuff, it's like, yeah, it'd be nice if you had it, but it's not that necessary. All right, so here's our category management playbook that implements our category management process. And if you want to know more, ISM has written a series of articles here. I think it's a series of 4 articles, and this is kind of what it's about. Table of contents, I just ran them all together. But each one is 3 or 4 pages long. And it's, our playbook is 7 stages. These are the activities in each stage, and then these are examples of the methods down below. So today we're going to study the last 3 stages. We did this in 1B1, the first 4. So negotiation and contracting. The 5th stage represents the start of the execution phase. So you got negotiation, you got contracting, competitive bidding, contractual allocation of risk, such as indemnity, intellectual property clauses. And then you got what ISM is big on is supplier relationship management, which is, Kralik matrix and how you're going to work with these suppliers. Ongoing process that guarantees all interactions with suppliers are strategically planned. Continuous monitoring of supplier performance, and identification of opportunities for improvement and development. And then you got to do category performance measurement. It's negotiation strategy, contracting strategy. So supplier performance management is in supplier relationship management. That's step 6 in supplier development. And then you got assessment in step 7. So this is more step 6. Ensuring suppliers' compliance with contractual agreements, regularly assessing, sharing performance information, and identifying opportunities for improvement. Here's an example of a scorecard for a food manufacturer. They're looking at financial, customer satisfaction, innovation, and operational excellence. Those are the things that matter to them. Here's another kind of generic scorecard from this group here, 12manage.com. Learning and growing, internal business process, financial, customer. So here's our implementation process. So we got a category management process, which is 4 steps that we looked at at the beginning. We've got the category management playbook, which implements the category management process. And here's another implementation process that kind of goes with or replaces the playbook. So if you don't like the playbook, you can go with this, but this is a little less well-defined. So step 1, this is a 5-step process, project initiation. Identify opportunities, establish projects, establish the RACI, then establish the project team, develop the charter, project plan, and then you need to conduct an opportunity analysis. And remember from 1A7, we had leveraging sourcing strategies. They had come up with this opportunity analysis, 5-step thing, spend analysis, cost and price, risk, market, and requirements. This is the opportunity assessment according to ISM. Here's another one that's kind of modified from the PMI Project Management Institute. It's kind of modified to work with us. You guys have, there's this form to fill out, low-hanging fruit. You know, this is the project savings by ease of implementation. There's some steps and some stuff that you fill out. And then down here's some forms. There's the opportunity assessment form. And here's a form that's good to use this time of year with all your major suppliers, is get them on thinking about what are the cost savings opportunities on that desk or in there, what they're sending us. So this will also measure it for SPM, but that's a handy little tool. So you got your opportunity assessment, and you got validate what to achieve. This is the savings we're looking at, the 2x2 block. And then develop the RFX package and analyze gaps, agree on roadmaps. So that's a more generic kind of category management implementation process. I like the playbook better. Category management plan consists of the following. So we're just going to go through each of these major steps now. Project initiation, what's the category strategy, review alignment, identify opportunities, agree on scope of work, and then establish the team. You know, you need a cross-functional team, develop your charter, conduct opportunity analysis, bring together your team, establish team dynamics, and the RACI, the responsible approver, consulted, informed. There's a lot of extra stuff. Like I say, for purchasing projects, usually you just need a scope document, milestones with dates. You know, you can go through and do stakeholder analysis. You know, the RACI. And make sure you're aware of things like technology roadmap. If there's one available, you need to see it. because that'll tell you what supplier type of suppliers you'll need to be talking to. Constitutes the total cost. You need to do TCOs, find out what the cost drivers are, determine pricing models, and validate what you want. Category responsibility, category manager, and key internal customers should be given responsibility for ensuring compliance with the plans. Here's another thing for opportunity analysis. Yet another 2x2 matrix. This is a lot like the project matrix we were just looking at. It's just kind of coming at it from a different angle. And then the sourcing strategy implementation. So using RFX, which is RFI, RFP, or RFQ to get what you want. State what the market must deliver, conduct pre-market engagement, hold supplier days, show your final draft, develop the package, complete the exercise, transfer the information to the contracts database, and exchange contracts and keep the momentum going for project implementation. And I don't know why this is step 2, because it actually kind of happened up in here. Apply lessons learned, just the last step. And this is always a good step. And develop supplier capabilities to meet the long-term goals, develop and maintain appropriate business relationships, analyze gaps, learn how things can be improved, agree on roadmaps, conduct reviews with the supplier, conduct meetings with the stakeholders, and monitor and measure improvements. All right. Chloe Levins. Let's see what I got going here. No, I do got you guys here. Okay. So Chloe Levins is category manager with Acme. Her boss assigns her the category of marketing services. So she's in purchasing. She's going to work with marketing services for her company. She already has an approved category management strategy document and just determine the business requirements, identify the opportunities, and map the stakeholders, in addition to researching the category. But what should Chloe do next? This is actually a little bit difficult. I want to say A, but I'm not sure. We know she needs to do this. We know she needs to do this, and she probably has to do this before she does that.
C?
Yeah, could be C, could be A. I think these two come after C and A. So let's see what these guys say. I'd probably go with C. And of course it's A.
A.
So with C. C, incorrect, because you would analyze gaps as part of the last step of the process of lessons learned. I don't agree with that. But all right, that's their answer. All right, playbooks, you talked about these quite a bit, or action plans for each category created by a category or the category manager usually include all the following except which one doesn't go with the other 3. So these are the implementations of the category strategies. Any ideas? One of these doesn't go with the other 3. So these two.
B.
Yeah, I think it's going to be A or B. I would probably go with B too, because I think that happens as part of the category strategy. Let's see what these guys say. B it is, yep. Done during the creation of the category plan, not the implementation. All right, there's 7 questions out there. You guys go ahead and start working on them, and we will go over answers at Oh, let's do 120. Well, actually, we'll do 123, so you get a minute a question. All right. Let's go over some answers here. May not have finished, but I'll post these in the chat so you can look at them later. So number one is Bravo. Someone from procurement should always lead the cross-functional team, not the guy with the axe to grind, trying to get his own way. Two is Alpha. Correct, because the category management plan will address what type of suppliers Acme should pursue for the category and the type of relationship they should have. Plan drives the tactics, not the other way around. Three is Delta. Major part of implementing a project is to get buy-in from all the stakeholders. Four is Charlie. Part of lessons learned step is to agree on roadmaps for future improvements with the supplier. Five is Charlie. Communication plan is part of the implement plan step, which is the last step in category management process. That's the 4-step process. 6 is Charlie, also determine the category strategy first and then make your sourcing decisions based on that strategy. And 7 is also Charlie. Projects S, T, and U are assumed to be in quadrant 2, which is low-hanging fruit, I think. These projects should be completed before any long-term projects, no matter what their payoff, because all 3 of them are worth $750,000, and the long-term one's only worth $1 million. Simple projects that have savings in current year are the bird in the hand should be done versus long-term projects that require a lot of coordination and resources. All right, any questions? Talk to you guys tomorrow. We could get to practice more questions.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Bye.